Let's talk about the church of Ephesus. All right, everyone. So it is important to understand that God wants you to see where you are going. He does not want you to stumble or fall, for He is light. Now, Jesus has a special message for the church of Ephesus. Now, I want you to notice in that message, He commends them for exposing false apostles. He commends them for hating the works of darkness. He commends them for their hard work, their hard labor. Yet there is one thing that He has against them: they have lost their first love. Now, it is important to meditate upon this. You can work tirelessly in the church. You can prove what is right or what is wrong, having biblical doctrines perfectly lined up, ready to go into a debate. But you are not motivated by love for Christ. If this is the case, you are wasting your time and you are wasting other people's time, because it is all about love. A church without the love of Christ is like a lampstand without light. And that lampstand needs to be removed because it is not showing great light. It is not showing the love of Christ. If we have doctrines without the love of Christ, then it is meaningless. Everything is meaningless. We are supposed to show the Sabbath with the love of Christ. We are supposed to show the health message with the love of Christ. We are supposed to show the sanctuary message with the love of Christ.
It says in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 1 to 7, "Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I have become sounding brass or a clanging cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains but have not love, I am nothing. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I have given my body to be burned but have not love, it profits me nothing. Love suffers long and is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself, is not puffed up, does not behave rudely, does not seek its own, is not provoked, thinks no evil, does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth, bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things."
The church of Ephesus points back to the apostolic age, where you have members of the church who were at first willing to do anything for Christ, and it was out of love for Him. But after a while, their zeal started to wane. Fables started entering the church. Unimportant points of doctrine was being argued over because they took their eyes off Christ. Anytime we take our eyes off Christ, we are like Peter and we start sinking. Jesus portrays Himself as the remedy. Notice that Jesus is the one who is in the midst of the seven churches. He is in the center of the seven churches. This shows how He should be the center focus of the church, the center focus of our lives. We are to dwell upon His abiding love, and others are supposed to see that. The way we live our lives is by doctrine, but it's supposed to be with love. Christ is our high priest. Every time in the sanctuary, the priests put oil to make sure that the lampstands kept having light. So it's the same thing with the churches. Christ is our high priest. He's in the middle of the churches. So He's putting oil. He's giving us His Spirit so we may light up, show His character, show His love. His doctrines are in effect when it's with love. And other people see that. So do you find yourself with the same issue with this church? Do you find yourself with the spirit of being right, yet not going to Mr. Right? Let us go to Christ. Let us meditate upon what He has done at Calvary for our sakes. And let's move on with Him.